exotics are complicated. People are very leery about exotics because they make up less than 1% of global leather production. They are typically the very expensive end. Okay, and there is a perception that they fall outside of this nice notion that we have that the hide or skin is a byproduct. There is a perception that the animal is reared only for the skin. Unfortunately, it's not that straightforward. For instance, if you look at ostrich, the value of an ostrich falls between the meat, the feathers, and the skin. Okay, and without one, it doesn't add up economically. Some of these animals are being reared for the meat, and then the skin's being sold. So, for instance, we were approached by a group from Manchester University, I believe it was, who were working with indigenous people in Central America, rearing black alligators. And they were rearing the black alligators for food, and they were trying to find a way of disposing of the skin. And obviously, alligator leather is quite desirable and quite expensive. There's also an issue that if people stop using exotic skins, you actually run the risk of endangering the species that are being used. And to give an example, there's a chap called Professor Graham Webb. He's an Australian scientist working in the Northern Territories of Australia. In the Northern Territories of Australia, crocodiles were regarded as a pest, and they were culled from the beginning of the last century through to the 70s. Population fell by about 97%. Okay, so this is an animal that was right on the edge of extinction. Then people decided that obviously we shouldn't make this animal extinct, and they started to conserve it. And it started to become a pest again because we're talking about very big, dangerous crocodiles here. So there needed to be a control mechanism. And what they realized is that there was a lot of money to be made in taking crocodile skins and turning them into leather. So what they do now is the indigenous people harvest eggs from the wild, which are then taken into farms for rearing for use to make crocodile-based leathers. Because of that, the crocodile population is now fully recovered. It's back up to 100%. But what you've also got as a benefit is that the environment has been preserved. It hasn't been turned into farmland, as happens a lot in these kind of places. The species has been preserved. The indigenous people are being given gainful employment, and their cultures are being protected. That's a number of the UN sustainability goals ticked right there by making leather from exotics, which is amazing when you think about it.